Yo, what's up guys? It's Ellsworth. Uh, Figured I'd make a little video today, 'cause I was going through my phone and I actually found this little story that I had written down from a little while back. Actually during the Pokemon Go days when that game was still a thing. So, I figured it's a little bit dated, but the story itself is still pretty funny, I think, so I figured it'd be worth telling. So I just threw on some old Battlefield 4 clips that I had, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the story. Alright, so, as I mentioned, this story takes place at the height of the Pokemon Go craze, uh, which I was a part of. um, I was a little bit late to the party, but it was still popular when I played. Um, I've been a Pokemon fan since I was but a young lad, so of course I was pretty intrigued by it. I still think the game was very good, but they kind of fucked it all up. But hey, it is what it is. I also live in kind of a rural area, and anyone that has played Pokemon Go that lives in a rural area knows how much it sucks. Um, if you're not in a city of some sort, because there's just nothing around. There's no stops or gyms or anything like that. But regardless, I pushed through. I played the game quite a bit. I think I only got to like level 19, which for being in the middle of nowhere isn't too bad. Um, but regardless, it's not important. What is important is that I was so this night, any typical night where I have free time, I'll at this time I would have played some Pokemon Go. Then when I wasn't playing Pokemon Go, if I didn't have anything else to do, I would just go and hop on Xbox and play with a couple of my buddies. And that would be our main form of communication. We would just hang out in like an Xbox Live party and just chat. So this particular night was unlike the others. Well, it was very much like the others, except for one one highlight. So I was just chilling in my room. I was wearing, you know, some sweatpants, kind of baggy or nice, comfortable sweatpants. You might not think that matters, but it does. And it'll make sense later why I mentioned that. So I was just sitting there talking to my buddies, and every once in a while I would pick up my phone and check to see if there was anything around me, because sometimes things would spawn right on top of me. And when you live in a rural area, you kind of have to learn all of the spawns around you, because otherwise you're just not gonna have any fun. Because the spawns are not great if there's nothing around. So you kind of just learn where each one is. So I had a situation. What had happened was I went to the bathroom, and I went from my bathroom to my kitchen. I was making some food or something. Not that that's important. I keep going off on tangents that don't matter. But either way, I was in my kitchen. I checked my phone, and I saw that there was a poliwag near me. And to a lot of people, you hear, "Hey, poliwag, who gives a shit?" Well, I didn't have a poliwag because I don't live near water. So I saw this poliwag, and I was like, "Man, I want that fucking poliwag. I want that motherfucking poliwag right there." So like any normal human would do, I went for a 3-minute walk. That's another thing. I don't know why there was such shame in it. Like, everyone was playing Pokemon Go, right? But anytime you wanted to like leave your house or leave wherever you were to like find a Pokemon, you had to do it in like secret. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna I was gonna go for a walk for 3 minutes approximately. I just really want to stretch my legs, you know? See the sights. Everyone knows what you're doing. You're not fooling anybody. It's fucking telling them you see a scyther or some shit. They'll understand. I don't know. Everyone was way too secretive about that, but either way, I see this poliwag, and I'm in my kitchen. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's like midnight at this point. I'm not gonna be intruding on anybody. I live in like a development. Not that you need to know that. You're gonna hunt me down and murder me probably. Whatever. Yeah, someone's gonna find me because I said I live in a development. Because there's not a fucking million of those in the world. Anyway, I gotta stop going off on tangents. So I head out my door, I put on my shoes, and I'm off. So I know that in the middle of the street that I live on is usually where things spawn if they don't spawn on top of me. So I go to the middle of my street, and sorry, I don't know. I know what's coming, and it's quite funny to me. So I go to the middle of my street, and there's no poliwag, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I caught a scyther on the street over from me, so I was gonna quickly jaunty my way over there. So I start a little jog. I'm not trying to be out, for a long time. I just want to get this and go back inside. So I go over to the next street over. I'm walking, I'm scanning the area. There's nothing there, right? So I'm halfway down the street. I go the full way down the street, back to halfway. And I'm walking back up, and I'm like, all right, it's not here. I'm getting to the point where it's like, shit, I might be running out of time. It's gonna despawn. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try this one other spot, which is like, it's like a minute away, right, if I walk. So I go, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get there fast. So I turn, and I just start jogging that direction that I need to go, and there's a slight uphill incline, right? So, I'm lifting my legs pretty high. I'm getting a lot of lift in general, and these sweatpants that I'm wearing just so happen to have the button of the fly is missing, and it has quite a large fly on it. Just because it's the type of sweatpants there are. I don't know why. As if anyone uses the fly. Whatever. The important part is I'm getting a lot of lift. I'm going uphill. And the fly is fucked up on my pants. And, I take a couple steps. And one of those steps, one fateful step that I took proved to be more than I bargained for, because I lunged into the next step, and my boxers and my sweatpants lined up perfectly to where I lunged forward on the jogging step, and my dick was out. That was it. It opened perfectly. Now I'm in the middle of a street in a development with my dick out at midnight. And it's it didn't take me long to notice, Doesn't really take a whole lot to know when a breeze changes that drastically. And yeah, so there I was in the middle of my so there I was in the middle of my street, 12 midnight, dong out for the world to see. And believe it or not, at that point, I thought it was good to call it a night. I thought I'd head back to my house before I got the cops called on me by someone, some child that was looking out their window or something. So I'm heading back, and the best part of this entire story is as I'm walking down my street, the connection to, there's like my phone's cell connection is fucking atrocious coming down my street. And as I'm walking down my street, wouldn't you know it, it's the fucking poliwag. He was on my street the entire time. He was about 30-second walk from my house in the first spawn location, but my connection was trash, so he didn't show up the first time. And yeah, I like to think that that is the hardest I have ever been baited. Definitely the hardest I've been baited by a virtual creature. Into having my dick out in a public area. So, it had a happy ending though, because you know what? I caught the poliwag. And I came back inside to tell my friends all about my adventure. And now here I am, way later, telling the world about the time I was exposed in public due to Pokemon Go. Yeah, why not? Why not throw that story up on the internet? But yeah, that's pretty much the weirdest experience I've had playing Pokemon Go. If you had a weirder experience, feel free to let me know. Somehow, I doubt that, but some weird shit is probably... Actually, you know what? I don't doubt that. There's been a lot of weird shit that happened during the Pokemon Go days. But either way, that's gonna do it for me in this video. Thought it'd be a nice little story to throw up there. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, I would appreciate the hell out of it if you would leave a like on the video. Just always helps with the confidence and helps the channel grow when people leave likes. It's always nice. And if you want to be the coolest of cool people, you could actually subscribe, because that would make my day, literally. That would be pretty fucking awesome, if I do say so myself. But regardless, I hope that you guys did enjoy the video, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.